Today we're officially leaving Ensenada, but before we go, I'm gonna show you guys the localiest of local secrets. Like only the locals know. And me. Like 3 other people. This is the spot right here. Can just feel it on my feet. Oh, it's feeling hot, hot, hot. My cruise ship friends are gonna hate that joke, but that's the secret here on this beach. You come at low tide and you dig down, and this whole area is a hot spring. I've made a critical error and I chose to dig too close to the ocean. This water is like practically boiling. Youch. Well, Destination Adventure Spa is coming along pretty nicely. Gotta admit, pretty much the envy of everyone on the beach here. Chicks everywhere, just staring. Hey, quit staring, would ya? Rude. Got kind of a 3-stage spa happening here. You got your suicide spa over there on the end, just boiling water. Got your tough guy spa there in the middle. You got your ladies spa over here. That's what I'm occupying right now. I think I'll go to the tough guy spa when the tide starts coming in. Anyways, welcome to another episode, everybody.
Ever since I was a kid, all I wanted to be was an explorer. Sail the 7 seas, find new worlds.
But Uncle D, everything's already been found.
What? Like everything?
Well, yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, so much for that. But if I can't be an explorer, I can still be an adventurer. So I bought a motorhome and I'm hitting the open road. My name is Dustin Porter, and this is Destination Adventure.
A little bit of city driving today on my way out, which is not my favorite thing to do in a foreign country with the motorhome. A lot of people are scared of the way Mexicans drive. They're actually very, very good drivers. It's just a little bit lawless here is all. There we go, just climbing up out of the city, taking Highway 3 across to the other side. I want to do Sea of Cortez down the peninsula, at least to Bay of LA. I think I have to cross back over then. Heard this drive is very nice.
Hey highway, what do you say if we took some time and wandered down your wide lines? Hey highway, you know I can't stay.
Only about 150 kilometers into this drive today. I can't believe the diversity here. Started out with luscious green farmland, then went up through a really rocky mountainous pass. Now we're out here on these desert flats, and it's pretty wild to think we're gonna go from one ocean to another one in just one day. Just going through a little Mexican village here. This is way better than your typical tourist Mexico experience. I'll tell you that for free.
Hey horizon, I'm keeping my eyes on you and what you promised that you're holding. But this road widens as the sky brightens, and the sun is wiping pain from my face. Hey highway, what do you say if we took some time and wandered
It's super rare that you get an opportunity to go up to one of these giant windmills. We're just going through a wind farm here, and in Mexico they're not fenced off or anything, so I'm gonna take a little hike over there and just show you guys how big they actually are. Trying to figure out what's gonna be the best route to get through all this cactus. Would you take a look at this thing? Just waiting to poke me. Holy frick, would you look at the spines on this flat guy. Just begging to poke me. Would you look at the spikes on that chubby little thing. Just itching to give me a poke. Holy smokes. Would you look at the stingers on this guy. I can tell. He's wanting to poke me. Not today. Look at this tiny little cactus. Ow, poked me. Wait until we get right to the bottom before I show you. So then you get the full feeling of the size. Oh, bit of a hill climb here. Wowee. Can't tell what that thing is, but they probably had to replace something. Instead of lowering it, probably just turfed it off the top. Oh my God. Look at that gear. That is a nice gear. Well, there you have it, folks. They won't let us in. It's a shame this thing's not spinning right now because they're unbelievably loud. Be surprised the whistle these things give off. Holy frick. Just crazy. Anyways, that's all I wanted to show you. Let's get back to the motorhome. Look at the legs on that guy. Starting to catch on to this whole desert thing. Check it out. Fossilized elephant trunk. Let's get out of this place. There's too many cactuses here. There it is. Sea of Cortez. Can you believe it? Crossed a whole continent in 4 hours.
A rush of blood to my head. I took a picture for these memories.
Can you guys believe that this is going to be home for the next few days? Just crazy. We're in a tiny little town called Puerto Sitos, and this is supposed to be the first town that has really good fishing. Unfortunately, the tide is low slack right now, but it's not the first time you guys have seen me struggle tremendously to launch the boat. We're gonna get in the water today and see if we can get into our first exotic fish.
Tiny little creek here. Hoping I can put the wheels up and pull this in the creek. The creek isn't deep enough. Dang it. At least I'm not in like Mexico where it's super hot or anything. I'm not sweating, you're sweating. Obviously, I'd be happy to get into pretty much anything out here, and there's a few different species outside of Puertocitos, but we're more or less targeting Corvina. That seems to be the fish to go for. To be honest, I don't really know what they look like. I tried to Google it, but on Google it shows you a picture like this big. I'm going for frickin' world record fish here. That's what we're using. Crocodile. Should be all right, I don't know. Just gonna head over right along the cliffside over here. I mean, that's what I would do back home. And the other problem is I don't really know how fast to be trolling. I reeled this up and looked, and it had good action starting at about 4 knots and up from there. That seems awfully fast to me, but maybe it's a quick troll that does the trick. Thinking about putting the ditch rod out with something different at a different depth. Double the rods, double the chance of getting lucky. My girlfriend like that once. We didn't last. Hot dang, would you look at the action on that lure. Huh. Action Jackson back there. Look at that, rod's bent right over. Could be a whale, could be a shark, could be a whale shark. You know what? I think it was the ground. There's a bunch of pelicans here diving, and there's a pirate ship over there fishing. Problem is, there's a chance my rigging is too big here. I bought all the stuff that the guy at the fish store in San Felipe recommended, but the other people I see fishing off the dock and stuff, they're using crocodiles half the size of what I got. But out here in the open ocean fishing for monsters, big gear equals big fish. Pretty much just count down to Monster Town at this point. I pushed it the rest of the way to the island. I was not having luck over there, but this was less than enjoyable. It was a lot further than I thought. It took me like an hour and a half to get here, and the last 20 minutes just battling wind and waves. But just dropping line, we're in Fish Town now. I can just feel it.
I wake up in the morning in this great blue state. Golden fingers caress my face. Slips through the window on a silky breeze. A dreamer's life, the plants on the sea.
It's happening. I have something on. No idea what it is or the size, but it's happening. Okay, it's a Corvina. I can see from here. Oh! Oh my God. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Pop the hook. Oh man. That is devastating. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Finally got into a fish. And I rushed it. It was right at the net. Spit the hook. Part of me thinks this rigging is too big, so I'm doing a bit of a desperate act here. I'm gonna take a treble hook off one of these lures that I bought in Mexico and put it on this Gibbs salmon spoon. We're gonna see. I think I'll do one more pass along the island here, then I'll head over to the mainland, troll that until the sun starts going down, and I'll have to head back to camp. I'm officially calling it. We're turning back here, but we have enough time. I gotta stop and check something out on the far side of this island. Okay, we gotta make this really quick. The tide should be starting to go down by now, but I didn't expect it to be quite so turbulent right there. Look at this though. Freaking cool. Old lighthouses. That one looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. This one looks like it might be still functional.
Can't believe the doors are just open though. Actually, this one doesn't have a door. Wow. Looks like this one might still be functional. Probably a big battery bank in here. Look at that one. Not so good. Nice to see the boat still there. Seems pretty apparent I couldn't frickin' survive out here. Can't catch a fish to save my life. As much as I hate to say it, we do have to start heading back. We will fish along the coast on the other side, like along the mainland, but we're just running out of time out here. Boots full of water again. Anyways, pretty cool to see the lighthouses. Let's head back down. Look at the stairs in this thing. To be honest, this island gives me some funky vibes. There's a couple of ram skulls right there by the lighthouse, and I can see a cross hung up on that cactus. What the heck is this? Wow. Do you know what this is? This is a friggin' triggerfish. Look at the chompers on them. That's pretty darn cool, actually. Totally dried out. I can't risk getting stuck out here after dark, so we're gonna push the main stretch right now and then fish the home stretch when we get there. Hopefully I can make good time with the wind here. Still give us an hour of fishing. Humpback whale jumping way out in the bay. I'm trying to get a shot with the big lens for you guys, but it's just impossible. The ocean's so wavy. I gave it a solid effort, but we're out of daylight here. If it's not windy tomorrow, we'll be back out again, but it's supposed to be windy. To be honest with you guys, today is day 3. I'm trying to catch a fish, just getting out here, and a local named Xochitl has taken pity on me and my inability to catch a fish. It's taking me to a local honey hole, getting into one today. Heading out to some deeper water. Direct correlation between deeper water and fish on. Total rocket ship. Fish frickin' on, and I have no net. Oh, it's right here. It's a trigger fish. It's gonna totally frickin' bite off my toe. I'm scared to get him in the boat. It's gonna bite my penis. I have officially done it. Conquered the ocean. Look it. My first exotic fish. It's a trigger fish. Look at the chompers on that guy. I have no pliers or anything out here, and I had to bonk him with the GoPro 8 on a clamp. Wasn't super excited about this, but this guy will bite your friggin' finger off, so I had to do something. If I go put this guy on land, some sort of critter will definitely steal him, so he's pretty much put up full residence in my foot spot. I'm itching to get some more fish, so I'm just gonna kick a leg out there and we're gonna go and do some more casting. I figured out at this point it's just easier to have my feet dangling right in the water. Just trolling for some sharks. Okay, I'm into a real fish here. Pull in line. Like he just pulled a bunch of line. He took it right by the kayak. No idea what this is. Oh, it's a big Corvina. Oh my God, look at that fish.
I need that net. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at that. It's in the boat. Holy frick. I went in the gills, in the back of the gills. My first time catching one of these fish, I didn't know if there was gonna be teeth in there, and I can see big teeth at the front of the mouth. It's in the boat, and I'm almost at shore. I gotta get out of here. Oh. Just made it back to shore. Look at this. Can you believe that? What a beautiful fish.
The reason I've been focusing so hard on catching a fish this episode is because I want to do a whole lot more mojo cooking show. That's a segment that you guys have always loved. A lot of people have been asking for more of it. And while I'm here at the ocean, it's a great opportunity to fit that in. But Xochitl has offered to cook up my Corvina for me. I think it'll be a lot more authentic if she does it. So let's go take a look, see how it's coming along.
When it's a Corvina, you can do it many different ways, but one of my favorites is a zarandeado. And there are many ways to do a zarandeado depending on where the fisherman comes from. But the opening of the fish, I think we all will do it. We will all do it the same opening, like from the head to the tail, and just put in that thing. Yeah. The recipe that I cooked today is one of my favorites. Is from the wife of a fisherman from Sinaloa. Every zarandeado, most of them have like a sauce or a cream that you put in it. The one that I used today, the base of the sauce was lime, so I squeezed a lot of limes, and then tomato, onion, garlic, oregano, comino, and then all the good stuff, salt, pepper, and chipotle, that's the other one, and a lot of butter. I think if you're gonna cook fish, you have to use butter, because it's delicious, and you have to. The way that I would love to cook this one, and the way that I really like a zarandeado, and I think every fisherman will agree with this, it is outside in the grill with wood. That's a real zarandeado. But stupid wind, I hate it. I cannot fish, I cannot be outside, and I cannot cook a proper zarandeado because it's windy and I don't want to burn the ghost town. I don't want to burn my ghost town. So I put it in the oven. We love tacos, and we probably will make taco of anything. Like if I cook scrambled eggs, I will end up eating it in a taco or in a burrito, or if there's like tortillas must be there. So the way that we're gonna eat the fish today is we're gonna grab a curd tortilla, we're gonna put a little bit of cream or mayo, whatever we have. We're gonna put fish with the salsa because it's gonna be juicy. Then we're gonna put salsa bandera, which most people know it as pico de gallo, but the thing is, if you're Mexican, you know the salsa bandera is, you see the tomato, the onion, that's salsa bandera. If you ask a Mexican what pico de gallo is, it's usually we have these people on the street selling pico de gallo, that it usually is fruit, different types of fruit with chili. Of course! Because that's the other main ingredient that we have to have the tortilla, we have to have the chili. Otherwise, there's no food.
In the end, that fish turned out amazing. Hopefully the next episode of the Mojo Cooking Show will be back in the Mojo, but that was an opportunity that I couldn't pass up to bring you guys something truly authentic. So I hope you enjoyed that. But most of all, thanks for watching, everybody. As always, take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints. I'll catch you on the next one.
I can't let you go, baby. I just want to tell you that. No. Yeah. All of my friends say, girl, you better take care. 'Cause that man is trouble, you best beware. And though hold it down. I know I might be headed for teardrops. Now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no.